All right, greetings everyone. It's Mr. Joy here. Welcome to Back to Basics. What is it that we are looking at basically now? We are going to be looking at our November 2019 paper, right? So this is grade 10 November 2019 paper. And here we are looking at our what? We are looking at analytical geometry, right? We really apologize for the picture. Hopefully you can be in a position that you follow or you can see the picture, right? Now, let's start. Now, in this, they say you are given this, which is your quadrilateral ABC, DE, right? Now we are given that these angles cos 127 degrees, this angle is equals to 64, this is equals to 79 degrees, right? Now, what is it that they want you to calculate? They want you to calculate what is going to be the angle DAB altogether. Now, how can you go about in calculating that? Now, to calculate your DAB, it's simple. You can start by saying, look, my angle ADC, right? If I can look at my angle ADC, which means if I can start by looking at this angle here, I can say that my angle ADC is going to be equals to what? Is going to be equals to 108 degrees subtract 127 degrees. This is because these are angles in a what? In a straight line. Remember, angles in a straight line, they are supplementary, right? So which means now this is going to be same as what? This is going to be 52 degrees. This is going to be same as 53 degrees rather. Yes, 180 subtract is 53 degrees. Now, and then now, what else now can I do from here? I can say I'm looking at my DCB now. What is going to be this angle of mine here, which is going to be my angle DC and B. And then this is going to still be the same thing because my angle DCB is going to be equal to 108 degrees subtract 64 degrees. This is going to be angle what? Angle in a straight line. Remember, angles in a straight line, they add up to 108 degrees. So which means my DCB is going to be same as 116 degrees, which means the angle here is 116. This one here, remember we said this one is what? It's 53 degrees. This is equals to what? This is equals to 116 degrees. Now, the last one that is remaining here, it's this one. So now, again, you are going to say my angle CBA, right? My angle CBA. Can you see CBA? CBA is going to be equals to what? It is going to be equals to my, what? It's going to be same as also 108 degrees subtract 79 degrees, right? 79 degrees. And this again, the same reason, angle what? Angle in a straight line. So which means what is it that you're going to have now? Your CBA is going to be given by what? Is going to be given by 101 degrees, right? Now that we've found all these angles, that this is 101 degrees. Now, what is it that you're going to do? We are going to say my angle DAB, right? My angle DAB plus what? My angle DAB plus 53 degrees plus 116 degrees plus 101 degrees is going to be equal to 108 or rather 360. It's going to be equal to 360 degrees. And what is going to be the reason behind that? The reason behind that, this is going to be what? This is going to be angles in a quad, right? This is angles in a what? In a quad, right? Which is your quadrilateral is equals to 360 degrees, right? So which means your your DAB is going to be equals to what? 360 subtract those angles, which is going to result it being what? Being equals to 90 degrees altogether. So basically that is going to be the reason, or that's going to be your angle DAB that is required in here. Hopefully this makes sense. Let's look at our 5.2. Now in 5.2, what is it that you are going to do here? In 5.2, they are saying now, let's just start by making up our space here, right? We are making up our space here so that you can be in a position that you follow what is required of you. Now here, now they say now in triangle, what? In triangle ABC, D, E, and F lies on side A, B, B, C, and C, A respectively, such that, all right, so that your BD is equal to your BE. So they are already giving you that this side here, yes, this one is going to be equal to this one, right? And you what? These two sides, yes, are going to be equal to what? They are going to be equal to these two sides. Now they say show all calculation and determine the value of what? Of DEF in terms of X, right? So they want you to find out what is going to be your DEF, this one here, right? In terms of what? In terms of X. How can we go about solving right now, right? So now let's do this. I want you to look at this. If let's say we let our angle DEB, right? If let's say we say I want to let my angle DEB, right? This particular angle here to be close to Y, right? Let angle DEB be equals to Y, which means basically where there's DEB, I'm going to write my Y. Isn't it so? Right? Where there is DEB, I'm going to write my Y. Yes. Now, what is it that I can now say from here? And let's say I use another alphabet to say, let's say I let my FEC be equals to K, right? And also let my FEC be equals to K, right? Which means basically this part here being equals to K. What is it that I can do from here? Now, so I can start by saying, look, my angle what? My angle B. So to find out what is going to be this angle B here, the angle B already, I can start by saying, look, my angle, remember I said my angle DEB, my angle DEB is going to be close what? My angle DEB is going to be close to my angle BDE, right? And they are both going to be close to Y. This is going to be angles opposite, all right? Angles, yes, angles opposite equal sides, right? So they are also going to be equal. So which means now, as soon as I do that, which means I can then say, look, now if I'm looking for my angle B, my angle B is going to be close because both of these, this one now is already Y. And if I'm focusing on triangle DEB or BDE, right? What is that I can do? You know that the sum of angles in a triangle there equals 108 degrees, right? So which means my angle B is going to cause 108 degrees subtract 2y. The reason here it's going to be sum of what? Sum of angles in a what? In a triangle, because sum of angles in a triangle, they add up to 108 degrees. Now, secondly, the same is true here with your what? Similarly, the same is true is going to be what? Your angle C on this side. Your angle C on the side, because this one is also going to be cos to your K, your angle C is also going to be cos 108 degrees, subtract what? Subtract 2K. The reason is going to be sum of what? Sum of angles in a triangle, right? This is the same scenario in this particular two things, right? So now what is it that I'm going to do now from here? So now I can say now in my triangle ABC, right? In my triangle ABC, if I can say now my triangle ABC, right? Now in triangle, let's say you're looking at in triangle ABC. Now, if I can say, look, my angle A, right? What is it that I'm going to have? I'm going to have all these angles, right? I can say, look, my everything here. My A is going to be given by what? What is it that I'm going to have in my triangle ABC? I'm going to have what? I'm going to have the X here. I'm going to have X plus I'm going to have 180 degrees subtract 2y plus what else I'm going to have? I'm going to have 180 degrees subtract 2k is equals to 180 degrees. This is going to be what? Sum of angles in a tri. That's going to be the reason for that, right? So which means now what is it that I'm going to have now from here? So now what is that I'm going to have? Which means now if let's say I am continuing with these, what is that I'm going to have? The 108 and 108, they are going to give me what? They are going to give me they are going to give me what? They are going to give me 3 160, right? So which means now when I take this 180 this other side, they are going to give me 360, which means now here I'm going to be left with my x minus 2y minus 2k is going to be equals to what? Is going to be equals to 108 degrees. Now let's say I want to make my k and also my y to be the subject of the formula. What is it? What is it that I'm going to have now from here? I am going to say, look, my y and also my k are going to be equals to what? I'm going to say, look, if I take the x the side, so I'll left with 2y subtract 2k is equals to 180 degrees plus what? Minus x, right? So let's say now I take out negative 2 as a common factor. I'm left with y plus k, which is going to be equals to 180 degrees subtract x. And then now I can divide with 2 everywhere, which means my y plus my k is going to be given by what? Is going to be given by 90 degrees subtract what? Subtract 1 over 2 what? X, isn't it so, right? Yes. So now what is it then that I'm going to do from here, right? Which means my y and k is going to be 90 degrees. This is it's going to 1 over it's going to be same as what? Even here it's going to be over 2, yes. So now from here, remember, because I was dividing with a negative, right? So as I was dividing with the negative, what is that I'm going to have? Which means here it's going to what? This is going to be same as what? This is going to be, yes, 90 degrees plus 1 over 2x, right? So now, lastly, now, if I'm looking at my DE, or rather my DEF, right? My angle DEF, right? Uh, my angle DEF is going to be equal to what? My angle DEF plus what? My angle DEF plus my y plus my k is going to be giving me 180 degrees. Can you see that here? Right? I'm looking at this straight line. So which means now from here, my angle DEF is going to be equal to what is going to be this one. So from here, I am going to say, look, my angle y plus k is given by what? Already I found out my angle y plus k is given by my 1 over 2x. It's given by 1 over 2x plus 90 degrees. Oh, it's okay. So which means I'm going to write this here, that this is 1 over 2x plus what? Plus 90 degrees, which means when I transpose it this side, or it's actually, this one is actually negative. When I transpose it this side, which is going to be same as 90 degrees subtract 1 over 2x. So basically, this is how you are going to go about when proving such a question, right? Hopefully now this makes sense now and you're in a position to solve this particular question. Thank you very much.